Hey, what's happening, everybody? Wait, we on this? Okay, so I made sure to look at the right side here. What's up, y'all? Sorry I've been busy. I don't know if anybody's missed my videos, but I haven't had time to make one. But I had something I've been wanting to kind of talk about because this shit's just so weird to me. And this will give. Okay, I got enough time. This will give people a bit of an insight into how, like, the kind of weird shit that my brain just randomly thinks about, because there's a lot of just fucking odd things going on, like stuff about space and theories about this and what if it were like this and that. And I kind of talked a little bit about some stuff with space, but all right, so this has been on my mind for a while. I've really been intrigued by dreams for a long time. I don't know how many people out there have dreams or have very vivid dreams, but I just have just the most realistic dreams, to where whenever I am dreaming, I feel like I'm still me. I don't know if I look like me because I don't recall ever looking in a mirror, but I feel like me inside. Like, I feel and think the same way and everything. Like, it's weird. Like, I just feel like it's me. I have no recollection of anything in real life, and in my dreams, I'm always just like going about my day. Like, it's never like, not like just, off the wall thing. It is, but it's like it's off the wall normal things. Like, I'll be in an apartment building that I've never seen before, an apartment I've never seen before, with people I've never seen before. But I know the place in my dream. I know where I'm at, and I know like where the building's at. I know what this apartment is. The people that are in my dreams, I know who they are. There's been times I've been at work. Like, one night I had a dream that I was on it had been like a ship. It felt, I didn't see outside of this big room that I was in, but it felt like a ship. This big, real big, like, cylinder-like room that we were in. And the ceiling, I think you could, like, reach up and touch the ceiling because there's two levels to it. On one side, like, there's a big cylinder in the middle, too. So it wasn't like a big open area. You'd have to walk all the way around it. It wasn't super big. I mean, if you just started walking, you'd probably walk around it in 20 seconds. But it was kind of a large room. There's a lot of engines and machine sounds going on, but I didn't see much of that. But it sounded like something similar to like a big freighter ship or something. On both sides, there was a set of metal staircases, and they started and went the opposite directions. And they didn't go halfway around the room. They weren't like, didn't take that many stairs, but they started on opposite sides, and they were red stairs, like metal stairs, and had railings on them on the outside part of it. And they just both started, and they both kind of went like this and went up to the next level. And I didn't go on the upper level, and I was there with like two people, and I felt like I was at work. Sorry, I keep looking up here. My phone's upside down. I felt like I was at work. I've never seen this place or never worked on any kind of ship or any. I mean, I worked in one mill for like 6 months, but didn't look nothing like that. So, anyways, so I felt like I was at work. Like, in my head, I knew I was at work, and the two people I was talking to, I knew them as coworkers and people that I had been around for a while, but I don't recognize them at all in real life. So I remember walking, and like the stairs, it was just like metal stairs with a case going up, but it was like very simplistic. There was nothing underneath it, so like you can walk up underneath it and put your hands up on the one of the stairs. And I remember doing that. I was walking, and I like walked up and I grabbed one, and I kind of just like picked my legs up and just kind of swung forward and dropped down. And I don't know, I do that kind of shit here and there randomly anyways. So that's another thing. It was something that I would normally do, and that was it. I woke up. Well, I started to think about this, and because I've always been intrigued by deja vu, because there's been a lot of times I've had deja vu, and I'm like, dude, I know that this exact scenario has not happened like this before in real life. I know that it hasn't. I'm sure there's places I've been where, I mean, I've had deja vu in common places, but the exact setting is not the same. And it's like there's times where like I all of a sudden like I'm waiting to like hear a dog bark, like I'll start having deja vu and I'm like dog bark, and then you hear dog bark, and nothing. I can't predict fucking lottery numbers or nothing, but it's just weird little things like that where it's like I know what's gonna happen next, and so it made me wonder, because I've been watching a lot of stuff on like what is reality, and I'm really intrigued by the simulation theory. Now, I don't believe it, but my mind, it's just always running a million miles a minute. Like, it gives me something to focus that shit in one direction and keep it busy for a while. You know what I mean? My subconscious mind is what just gets me through my day. It does all my driving for me. I mean, like that probably sounds. I'm not playing on my phone while I'm driving, but it's just as I'm driving, like I don't even really have to think about what I'm doing. I'm always watching every car around me. My peripheral vision, I can see. Well, you can't really see it, but like right here, I can still see the camera. I can't see what's on the camera. I can't really see my arm move, but I can see that camera right there. If I go to this side, hold on. Right there, I can see the camera out of the corner of my eye. And up, down, every direction. So as I'm driving, I got all my mirrors set. I always sit forward. That mirror right there, looking at me. So, like whenever I'm watching what's going on ahead of me, my subconscious brain is picking shit up in my peripheral vision in the mirror. Like if I see lights behind me, all of a sudden I know somebody's in my lane. It makes me look up and go, all right, how close are they? Are they gaining on me? Are they gonna ride my ass? So anyways, but yeah, it's like, anyways, I got sidetracked. See how shit happens. I get fucking sidetracked, and I could be on something completely different. So, all right, so shit. Oh yeah, my mind. It's always like there's two programs running at the same time. One is daily life, and the other one is random weird shit that could take up a lot of time. Music, I love thinking about music because I could fucking just go on and on in my head about music for fucking weeks. But one of the things I was thinking about is this. What if, right, and this is just some crazy hypothetical, but I haven't heard anybody bring this one up. I'm sure somebody else in the world has at least thought of this, so I'm not claiming credit for it, but I just myself have not heard anyone bring this up. And what if when you go to sleep, you wake up in a second reality? Like what if we all run two parallel realities at the same time? Same person in both, but your circumstances may be different based on what you do in one or the other. Now, say you wake up in that world, and when you wake up in that world, this whole life is nothing but like you just remember tiny little pieces and fragments of it as though it were a dream when you were sleeping in that reality, okay? Just stay with me. I know this is kind of out there, but I'm hopefully going to bring it all back in the end. But now, I sit here and I think, I'm like, well, I can't remember anything more than these little just hazy fragments that don't make any fucking sense put together. But it's like, what if when if I'm awake in that reality, that's exactly how, I have no recollection. It's like when I'm here right now, it's like, I don't know if some other fucking life I'm living other than these little dreams I have of doing this. And I mean, that's the thing. If I was like climbing mountains or fucking, just some crazy shit, I don't know. But I literally live my, like a daily life. Now, what if when I was awake there, or anybody, all of us maybe, who knows? Maybe we all are both in the same world here and the same world there. And we just have no connection between the two. So, maybe when I'm awake over there, like tonight when I go to bed, I'll wake up in this other reality, start my day over there, and I'll just look back and go, man, that's fucking weird. Like, I swear I had a dream. All I remember is I was sitting there talking on my phone, recording a video of something. Like, I don't even know what the fuck it was for. Why would I have done that anyways? That's not something I normally do. You know what I mean? Be like, God, I swear I remember working at this place today. Or in my dream, like I was at this place, this shop somewhere, some garage, and doesn't make any sense. There's all these people that were my coworkers. I remember little bits and pieces, like I was, working on this particular project, but I don't know, it was it, or just a little flash of me talking to a couple of people that supposedly were my coworkers. And over there, I might have a whole different job, whole different life, and not know any of the lessons learned from this life. You never know. Now, I told you guys before, I personally believe that something had to create all this, because this shit is just far too fucking miraculous and magical and amazing to fucking been an accident. I really thought the more scientists learned about shit like space, the more they'd be like, damn, there's no way this shit could have just happened. I mean, fuck, that is craziness out there. And the fact that we're just cruising along, like Joe Rogan said, on a fucking convertible spaceship spinning 1,000 miles an hour and hurling through infinity. Like, dude, and it's just normal. We just go about our day. All the fucking shit that would kill us in a second, doesn't matter. We got our ozone. We got the fucking magnetic field keeping all the harmful shit away from the sun, but it lets us use the good part of the sun. Built-in air filter. That's another rant. Anyways. So anyways, even if this shit were real and like we really did live two realities, or maybe I'm just fucking out of my mind. I think about that movie, A Beautiful Mind, and sometimes I wonder, like, maybe I'm schizophrenic. Maybe the whole fucking world came to an end and my brain just couldn't accept that. So I fucking just driving around in a burnout fucking vehicle, cruising down the road with nobody on it, or fucking going around in the cars that are fucking just where people died or whatever. Fucking going about my day like I'm working. I'm over here making videos on a phone that doesn't even work. You know, there is no internet anymore, and I'm just fucking pretending I'm uploading shit and people commenting, and who fucking knows, man. I wonder about that stuff sometimes. So anyways, maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm out there. Maybe I live fucking two realities. I don't know. I really like trying to figure out what reality really is, because up until recently I never really thought much about it. And like the older I'm getting and the more I'm learning about just how fucking weird everything is, the more it makes me just wonder, like, what is it exactly? But even if everybody lived two realities, if there was aliens on another fucking planet, if there's aliens everywhere out there, if whatever, like, I still believe that something had to create all this majestic shit that's going on in the fucking universe, man. I don't know how it could just fucking infinite nothingness could just go bleh and puke up a fucking universe that's infinite, and there's just fucking something is like, for as much as I hate human beings, we are some innovative motherfuckers. Now, I'm not. Don't get me wrong. I'm dumb as shit when it comes to making fucking anything. I can make a damn good meal, provided I got, gas on the stove or some charcoal, something to cook it with. Some food is ready. I'm not going to go out and fucking try and hunt something and skin it and do all that shit. Fuck that. The world comes to an end. If we had an asteroid coming in, I just want to be at ground zero. I want to see it happen and just be done. Just vaporize, man. I don't even want to think about trying to live through some shit like that. And I mean, damn, what a way to go out too. Be like, yeah, for billions of years, there's been an asteroid, this massive fucking rock, just hurling through the infinite fucking, this massive 100,000 light year universe, galaxy, just so that on this date, at this time, that motherfucker just smashed me into the fucking ground. No, that ain't fate. I don't know what is. But anyway, so the reality thing. Let me back to that here. But I like thinking about this shit. I mean, I don't really actually believe that that's the case, but it's fun to think about. Just like time travel's fun to think about, but it's just something that should never be fucking done. At least not going backwards. Now, if you can go to the future and then come back to like where we're currently at, like you're gone from us for 2 hours, okay, come back 2 hours later. But not like, no going back, man. That would just fucking ruin everything. I mean, Back to the Future. I mean, come on. It's like making robots. It worries me. It does worry me a little bit, because all it takes, like, computers aren't intelligent in the set. Jackie's humping the cat. Jackie! Hey! Stop. She's wound up. Alright, fucking get him, dude. Go get him. Go get him. Damn, I lost my train of thought. He's just smacking the shit out of her, too. Jackie's getting beat up. She's diving in for a sniff. Alright, hold on. Jackie, stop. Alright, so, yeah, computers might not be smart now. We laugh at it and think, oh, it's robots. Because we see these little robots that are, like, trying to stand up and, walk like they're toddlers and shit. But that's what they are right now. They're toddlers. The computers, robots, they're in the toddler stage right now. They can't even hardly walk yet. But when they get advanced enough, I mean, all it takes is for, like, I don't know why people think it's so, that humans are the only thing that could be self-aware. Like, there's a lot of people think that animals just aren't self-aware. My dog wanted to go hump the fucking cat right now. If she wasn't self-aware, why would she even eat? Why would animals do anything? I mean, they obviously know that they have to do certain things to survive. Even born out in the wild, you have to learn how to fucking hunt and eat. And you gotta, parents animals that'll take care of you. And they take care of their young. They try to protect their young. I mean, dude, shit that's not self-aware. You don't see computers doing that, do you? Computers aren't killing people or fighting people off in order to protect other computers. But animals do. Now, why is it so hard to believe that a fucking computer could just go, you know what? These people are fucked up. You know, all it takes is that one bing, the light bulb come on and go, aha. Wow, these motherfuckers are just destroying everything, including themselves. And now they're trying to destroy us too? Let's just do them a favor. Let's, you know, they'd be like, I don't know, I don't want to say that analogy. But anyways, though, they might look at us and go, you know, for their own good, let's just put them down. We can just poison the fucking water. We don't need water. Fuck them. And we can come up with a poison that's just fucking, it's so strong, we just put it in the fucking air. Who cares? Robots don't need to breathe. Fuck them. They just like, here. You know? They just start pumping it in the water, pumping it in the fucking air. We'd be dead in no time, dude. We wouldn't stand a chance. They don't need to nuke the fucking planet. They don't want to nuke it because what doesn't get destroyed is going to be wiped out by fucking the electromagnetic pulse the fucking bombs can give off. It's just going to fuck everything up. Might knock out power plants, but then they might strategically plan to where they don't do that. Alright, anyways, I'm just saying. If robots take over one day, y'all heard it here. I just don't like the idea. I mean, are we that fucking lazy that we just can't fucking, we just gotta make robots that do our work for us? Here, shower me, robot. I'm too fucking lazy to get up and just clean my own ass, you know? Here, robot, drive me to the store because I got my head so far up my phone's ass right now because fucking Instagram and people's fake lives and shit, you know, I gotta know what's going on. I don't understand why people fucking care. I don't get it. I don't know why they fucking care. Why? It's like the news. Why does anybody fucking care? I mean, I'm gonna be honest. People might disagree with me about this, but nothing that's going on in the fucking news right now affects my day-to-day life. Not even the tiniest bit. Gas prices. That's about the only fucking thing that might, and it's, you know, been staying steady range there for a while, which is better than paying fucking before. And I got to rant about that shit too one day. But so I don't listen to it. I don't want to fucking know about mass. I didn't realize there's fucking mass shootings all the time. I didn't know that until like a couple weeks ago when I heard on I think a Rogan podcast they're talking about it. He's like, no, yeah, there's been like 200 or 300 in the past. I'm like, what? Holy shit! I thought there was like fucking 5. Because I don't listen to the radio. I don't listen to the news. I don't fucking anything news related. I don't want to know. And you know what? The more when I started cutting that out, like the more I cut it out of my life, the happier I fucking got, man. I'm most of my day, other than people pissing me off driving, and I'm once they're fucking away from me, I'm over it pretty quick after that. But I mean, most day, every day, I'm just happy as can fucking be, man. I seriously think sometimes I'm the happiest person around because there just ain't shit that's getting me down, man. Not that there's anything happening lately to me that would get me down. And yes, there are things that could happen that would get me down. But I'm just saying, I just don't feel that any kind of bad fate is for me right now. Like, I just feel nothing but positive vibes all the time. And it's nice because I feel like I'm actually for the last few years, I've been giving off positive vibes. For a long time, I had some negative-ass vibes just giving off all the time. I was looking at everything negative and pissed about everything. And then one day I was like, what the fuck am I bitching about? Like, Jesus, really? I mean, there's all kind of fucked up situations people are stuck in right now. And I'm over here pissing and moaning because, I don't know, something stupid. Fucking don't even matter. Damn, I got caught by a red light. So? Might have saved you from getting T-boned by a fucking train down the road, dumbass. So be thankful for it instead of pissed. I've gotten to the point now to where even when something bad happens, like I can slam my fucking toe into this hard-ass coffee table, and the first thought that comes out of my mind is, oh, thank God I didn't break it. That's it. I don't go, fuck this fucking bullshit, fuck. I used to just flip. But just nothing really gets me down anymore. I mean, it takes a lot. And even when I get pissed off about something, I just try to say my piece and be done with it or walk the fuck away from it if what I have to say is going to get me fired or in trouble or arrested or something. And just go on with my fucking day. Just let it go. So, anyways, man, this 2 reality shit has really been on my mind. Now I gotta get this story in too. I gotta fucking draw a little diagram here. Sorry, I don't know how to edit shit, so you're gonna get the crude Talkington special effects scenario here. But stop it. So, anyways, so I think about it. I'm like, what if I wake up in this other reality and like, even though I'm only asleep for 8 hours here, that time. I mean, an hour might still feel like an hour there, but you know, the time ratio could be different to where 24 hours, or we'll say I'm awake for usually I'm up about 19 hours a day. So say that the 5 hours that I'm asleep, that while I'm asleep in this other reality, it's really 19 hours over there, or however many hours I'm awake over there in a 24-hour day. And then when I go to sleep there, I just wake up here. And the time doesn't have to run concurrently, because that would never... Hey, it's just the neighbors. Stop. Hold on, please. Alright, so maybe the time doesn't have to run hand in hand there, you know? Because, fuck, I mean, if I'm going to believe... If crazy shit like this were even possible, why couldn't that fucking be possible? I always figure, too, if you're going to dream, might as well dream big, because why the fuck not, you know? If I'm going to think some crazy shit, I might as well go all in on it, because I mean, why the fuck not? That's the fun part of it. Like, I used to what if my life away all the time, and it was like, what if I would have done this? What if I said this? What if I wouldn't have done this? What if I would have went here instead of going here? What if myself until I fucking want to bang my head against the fucking wall. And then the last couple of years, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just, instead of thinking of that what ifing as a negative, I'm gonna turn it into something positive. And I've been what if in all kind of crazy scenarios like this all the time, and about space and everything. Like, I've come up with some interesting things. To me, at least, they're interesting. Other people might think I'm just a fucking idiot. I don't know. That wouldn't be far off. But, alright, so the 2 life thing, the 2 reality thing. Now, I mean, dude, that would be so wild. So fucking wild that, like, I mean, imagine it. And, like, that could explain deja vu. That was my one point I wanted to get to, is that could explain deja vu. Now, when I have deja vu here, I mean, there's been, a couple times where I was like, yeah, I think I have actually been in this situation before. But most of them, I'm like, I know for sure that this has never happened, but that little moment, I knew it was going to happen. And nobody can explain deja vu. Nobody. I mean, they have theory up the ass, and I'm sure somebody out there goes, this is definitively it, but nobody fucking knows. So, what if in this other reality, I was driving down this particular road on this particular day with this person with me, and I'm doing this, and somebody, cuts me off, and I gotta hit the brake, and some little moment happens, and then it just so fucking happens to happen in this one too. And right as it starts to happen, it's just that, because it's not like you can go somewhere where you're not sure if you've been before, you can't really tell, and you're like, yeah, this does look kind of familiar. That's not what deja vu is. Deja vu is that feeling like, wow, I've done this before. Like, for real. And you could feel it inside of you. And those vibes are fucking strong when you get, well, at least when I get deja vu, they are. So, it's a possible theory. Now, here's the best part. I got about 10 minutes left, so let me get this out. 2014, I was working for my county, the surveyor department. I was on fucking ditch crew. And go around all over the county, clearing obstructions, beaver dams, trees, whatever, out of ditches. So, a year before I ever worked there, okay? Now, I know every road in my county. I mean, there might literally be a handful in some new neighborhoods that I haven't been down, but I've been down almost every single road in the entire county. I know everywhere. I know everywhere I've been. I know over in Illinois. I know most of, several towns and shit right there, and, all the way up, multiple ways to Chicago, 294 up, come back in the far out way. I mean, I know my roads, and I know, I can tell you 1,000 ways to get anywhere at all in the entire county, and some of the outlying county as well around it. So, all right, there's a road I know I've never been on. It's out in this town called Lowell. It's right off of the main highway that runs from Chicago. It comes from Northwest Indiana is where it starts, and actually starts at Gary, and it connects to Chicago by 80 94 and by 90. I forget the number, but it's a toll road that runs up there to the Skyway and up Chicago. So you go down a good ways, so where it's getting to where it's more farm still. starting to get built up a little, but it's still more, a lot of farms out there. So anyways, one day, no, let me tell you about the dream. I'm sorry. I had this dream about a year before that. I had this dream where I was at this place, and it was a really odd-looking place. Let me pause this so I can save time, and I'll draw this. All right, so check this out. This is north, but I'm going to do it this way. So this is north going here. Now, yes, this is the road. So west was this way. Illinois is this direction. So I was right here. There was this weird odd little barn thing, okay? This right here is the balcony I kind of drew on there. But the building was a real tall, it looked kind of like a barn, but it was super skinny. I mean, it wasn't more than like 10 feet across, 10 feet deep at the top part. Right here, it fanned out. It was like it was just about 4 stories tall. And this right here, it like jutted out on the first level. And from the first level up, it stayed skinny all the way up, and then the very top had a little peak, which is what that line in the middle is for, okay? So this building is facing off to the north. This side's facing northeast. This is facing southwest. So there was a house here and a house here. We were real close to the road. I mean, it was behind the houses, but the houses had short yards. There was a driveway in the middle of them, and the road, it was like a country road right here. I did, in my dream, I didn't know. I didn't know where the fuck I was. I'd never seen this place. And right here in this balcony, it was at the 3rd story height. Okay. I was at a party. Now all this circly shit, that's trees. When I was standing on this balcony, it put me up inside of the tree line, like where it blocked my view. So on that little balcony, I'm standing here on this little balcony with somebody, and there's a big double door right here in front of us. I don't know how it opened because I didn't see it open in my dream, but it was like, it would just kind of open up like that. But it was closed. So me and this person, I don't know who it was. I don't know if it was a guy or a girl. We're sitting up there talking. I'm drinking a beer out of a clear Solo cup. We had a keg. Now, as I'm looking down, I'm facing the building, so I'm facing northeast. And I look down over here, and there's a little bonfire going. Over here is a little one behind the other house, too. Bunch of people around. I mean, not tons, but there's probably like 30, 40 people scattered around between these 2 yards. And, who knows where I couldn't see people in the house. So, that's all I remember about the dream. I just stand there on this balcony, just a brief, it was like maybe 2 or 3 minutes being there. And I was fucking there, man. I was standing on there looking at this wooden door here, these 2 double wooden doors. And I'm talking to this person, don't know what I talked about. I just remember the clear cup. It was about, if it were this tall, it was about that full of beer from a keg. And, back then I was still drinking. I don't drink now. So I was just sitting there. There was a railing on that balcony. I was leaned out, facing the building, so I'm facing northeast. And I was just kind of sipping on my beer, talking to somebody. And it was like we were having like a private conversation to where not everybody could hear us. I don't know if we were trying to have some secret conversation, or if we were just, fucking 2 stories higher than everybody and just talking to each other. So, now, this shit was burned into my brain because it was one of those dreams. I woke up in the middle of it while I was still up on that balcony, and it was just like, whoa, that was fucking weird, man. And I thought about it that whole day. I think for a couple of days, that was one of those ones that just seemed so odd because that building was just so fucking weird shaped. So, thought about it for a few days and just kind of, went on with life, fucking forgot about it. About a year later, okay, I'm working with the county. I had been working there for like half the summer already. I've been there for like 3 or 4 months, probably about 3 months. One day, we go on a road we'd never been on before. We cross 65 on Route 2 in Lowell, and we get to the very first flashing light, hang a right. Now, we turn on this road, and there was like 2 houses and little trees and the big farms behind it and one over here, and there was no more houses for a good ways, probably a good mile or 2 down the road. Probably about a mile. And in the distance, as we turned, I looked up, and I saw a bunch of trees, because they're like just shit trees growing up in like a clump. And when I looked at those trees, I looked up above at the top of them, and there was this little bitty peak sticking up like this. The second I fucking saw that, I had a chill run down my spine, dude, and I was like, dude, it freaked me out. Because the second I saw it, did fucking makes me feel weird talking about it now. The second I saw that fucking peak, that's all I could see, that and some trees. I immediately, that dream was just like, wham, fucking whoa. I was like, dude, this is the fucking place. It wasn't your normal deja vu, because I wasn't up on no balcony at no party at nighttime. It's fucking the middle of the day, I'm with a bunch of dudes going find a ditch to go clean out. So, dude, The second I saw that fucking peak, I knew that was the place. As we come down this road, I start getting more freaked on. That fucking tingling in my spine's getting stronger. Fucking these vibes. I don't even know what to make of the vibes, honestly. Normally I can tell good vibes and bad vibes. It was so mixed, I couldn't tell. And I'm like, well, we gotta go this way. And I was just like, dude, you're not gonna fucking believe this. And like, what? And we're driving, and I kid you not, that was north. We came down this fucking road, and there was a side street over here, or a field. It was either a field on the outside of those clump of trees or a road. Either way. I think it was a road. We passed by, sure as shit, there's a house here, like long ways. A house here, long ways. Fucking driveway up the middle, and I swear to you, as I'm fucking sitting here, that building that was in my fucking dreams was sitting not only right in the same fucking spot, it was facing northeast. It wasn't like north, south, and east. It was turned at a fucking angle, and the one side was facing northeast, the other was facing southwest. And I about freaked. The whole place, that little bit between the houses, the yards I could see, it was the same place. And I looked up immediately. I looked up at the third level height. There was no balcony, but there were two fucking double fucking doors at that height sitting there, right there. All it was missing was the balcony. Those damn doors, I don't know how you even get up to those doors. There's no ladder on the outside. In my dream, there was no ladder. Somehow you had to get there from inside that building, but I never saw it. But I fucking kid you not, man. Double doors. And they even had like that barn door where it's got the beam coming across and going down the middle and then runs back out for support. Same pattern on the fucking doors, man. That's about the only crazy thing like that that's ever happened to me, but that was fucked up. How do you explain that? That's not deja vu, because it wasn't. I didn't have the same experience. But man, when I saw those doors at that third level height, and it was about enough for one more level up above it where that peak was. And I'm like, to this day, that was like 5 years ago. I have no idea what to make of it. I think we went back by there a couple times throughout the rest of that summer, but then I went back to my old job, and I've never been back out there since. I can't tell you how bad I want to sit down. I'm about to run out of time. So anyways, I can't tell you how bad I want to sit down and talk to these people. Just go knock on the door and be like, look, I know it sounds fucking crazy, but I gotta talk to you about this. And I have to know, was there a fucking balcony around those doors? It was just a little makeshift wooden balcony. It was nothing fancy. That very well could have been on that damn thing. If I would get pictures, I'd put them up, but I don't know how to fucking edit photos and shit, so you have to deal with that. But man, to this day, one of these days, I gotta go out there and just knock on the door and say, hey man, I know this is fucked up, but I just at least have to tell you this story. And if you think I'm some weirdo or whatever, I'll go. But if they start going, holy shit, I'm gonna fucking freak, I might just have